Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel. I'm Bill W, and this is at Bill's Diecast 306 out of Regina, Saskatchewan. Today's episode is the first of many episodes on errors and variations. I love errors and variations. So I have a couple, I believe over 200 pieces. And I've also kept the before and the after. So before is the cars with, say, decals or decals. And the error is without. Or it might be two of the same in a certain package. But no, I really enjoy the errors. I like them a lot. When there's a variation, it's very, very cool. So please hit the like, subscribe, share button. Hit the notification button because it helps my reach, but it also, knows that you yourselves are kind of liking what I do. And very, very much appreciate. I really do. And all of these errors, for those of you who are into them, and variations are for sale, and they do ship around the world, or have shipped around the world. So come on and see what you think, and send me an email, get in touch with me if this is your thing. So I want to also thank the many folks who watched and liked the last video. Very, very amazing stuff there. So without further ado and less boring time, let's get into it. So these two here are variations. Could be an error, but I'll go with what you see here. So this is the Lolux or the low truck. But yeah, you can see very, very simple that there's a tone variation. But like I say, if this is an error, this is awesome. I believe this is the error piece. This is the regular piece that you would see on the pegs or in somebody's personal collection. So do I purposely look for variations or errors? Nope, not at all. Not at all. If they're there, then I bring them home. Trust me, for the guys, girls who have searched, if you purposely search, you might as well grab a sandwich and a cold drink, because you will be there for a long while in a day. So this here, I'm going to actually move my machine up. Oh, look, there we go. So this was perfect. I believe I had to take a second glance. I was just doing my usual hunting and found this item here. Now we've got two Lamborghini Reventons, or Reventons, however you pronounce them. This is supposed to be a blue Countach. So this is in the right spot. This is probably done on a Monday or a Friday. Folks had to, get out and get home for snacks or dinner. So, and on the sides is how you would, they seal up the package or the 5-pack. And no, not at all. So not tampered with. You can usually look at the surface, and I used to be a sports card collector, and I would always look at the surface of each of the hockey or baseball cards, and that's how I knew I was keeping them. If there were grit or indents, then I just traded the cards off. So this here would be your correct way, your not so correct way. And this guy here, I'll put this one down. As you can see, the peg there is what holds that would hold this leg. Yeah, let's see there, if you can see it there, peg. In the last few years, errors have been slowly gaining ground. Before, people just weren't into them, and so it was pretty easy, pretty simple on the you know, if you collected errors, it was great because people really didn't care, didn't want them, and it was great. So this one I did get earlier this year, I believe in March or April. It was at a collector show, a Hot Wheels show here in Regina. The owner of this, you know, ordered the cheap without windows, lots of air conditioning. Because how many of us haven't met those folks? Just you know, if I can get rid of the windows, less of a cost. So, no, I was informed that there was a nice little air group pair of cars. So these two, I'll show the next from that that trade, that sale, which is the little red wagon from Hot Wheels. Now this is one of my favorites. Does have the rivets. The rivet up front, in the middle. I always say that this was perfect because he ran into a pole or a curb. Not a pole, but a curb. So this is these guys would look great in your personal collections. You know, especially if you love particular oopsies in real racing. So we've got the slightly bent base. So it moved when they were trying to do the rivets, or when they were placing the base onto the car. Now these here are just tags or tabs that just were not removed. So this poor GTR just had the brakes put on. So that's it, guys. A sad little thing, but you know what? For me, it was perfect. And we have on this nice little Zodic, another tab, just not removed. Their quality control was, you know, asleep that day or night. So we have the rivets, just the tab. Okay, now this one is very interesting. We have this is on the hood, and it's not a scratch. It is a thread. That's the best I can do for the surface of the hood, on the hood. And it was probably, they couldn't do the plastic Not sure what these are called. I'll remember soon. So this was definitely for something a little smaller. Something a little smaller. And one thing to note is, I believe it's Thailand. I'll have to guess, but either Thailand or Malaysia, where there are form-fitting bubbles. So this was, we need to get these cases filled. Just put what you can and move along. So thread baked on, and bubble that is definitely too small. Okay, now this one I've had to look quite a bit. This one I would say is less black than this, so a tone variation or an error. So, and this is much darker on the grill than this guy, and more like black chrome. And you have your chrome. Now what's interesting is you've got the black chrome, but also this is torquing off the line. If you've seen cars do this on the drag strip, it's a little bit too much on the torque side, and it's twisted the frame. Let's see if I can do this. No, it's not going to work. So, but that's one of my favorite ones, just because. And I have a few of these gassers. The 55 gasser, just very cool on the errors part. And also later on you'll see the Camaros, the 68 Camaros. So as I mentioned, this one I found, this one I did find earlier this year. And that's just pretty obvious. And really, most times errors are not purposely done. They are just you know, factory done. It's a just an error. Because, you know, if you've ever worked for a big production facility, there's strict rules, or stringent rules, there's just processes that have to be done, you know, procedures that have to be followed. So most times I would say a guesstimate, and I'm sure I suck, but I would say that 98% is just not knowing that there was an error. So does this look cool to you guys, or do you like the let's say the Paris-Dakar rally vehicle? Everything else is the same. You have your rivets. So other than that, guys, I want to thank everybody for watching this video. I'm going to do a few more today and get just a few more underway, and stay tuned for those. It is Friday. I'm gonna put this down a bit. I'm gonna do a few more videos this afternoon, just to get a little more ahead of the game. I appreciate everybody checking the videos out. I'm going to be learning probably for a while. Oh, let's grab these two guys. I apologize, and totally forgot. Now these are not Hot Wheels, but they are very cool. Errors just the same, and it's not just Hot Wheels that has errors, because this is just a designer's take on a 69 Charger Daytona, you know, with the big wing. So Yep. And I always check on M2s. There's always the tape. Always the tape. And it's a little circular tape. And same thing. So unless somebody's very, very good at what they do. But yeah, I don't feel it was switched out by somebody. It could be wrong. Could be 100% wrong. But I'm going to assume that it was just from the factory. Production error. This one's very, very cool. Just somebody not paying attention when they drive. Yeah, that was just rear-ended, you know, just badly rear-ended. And again, I haven't seen the tape fiddled with. That's not my timer for the video. That is my wife saying she's going to be done a little later at work. So, but anyways, there you have it, guys. Not just airs for Hot Wheels, but M2s. I have a few more that I will be showing that are not necessarily Hot Wheels, but just a lot of us collectors are used to mostly being Hot Wheels errors. So again, thank you very much for watching my last video. Any suggestions, please let me know. If you like this, please don't comment, but I'd prefer that you do. If you don't, that's fair, that's fine. Hopefully I'm not boring everybody. But yeah, other than that, thank you everybody for subscribing, who has subscribed. Thank you for watching. For those who are watching, nope, these will be at my store. Yeah, these will be at my store for sale for the folks who love their errors. Again, last week's video, or the last video, was on, there is no board of governors. There is nothing that says you have to collect any particular or specific way. You're a collector, you love what you collect. Doesn't matter if it's diecast, real cars, books, clothes, whatever. It's your thing, it's what you appreciate doing. I don't, when I'm at my store, I don't say that I value toys. I don't. There is a process, and you can go to school for that, on how to properly grade and give your opinions, you know, valued opinions. Myself, I give a you know, amateur opinion, because that's all I have. I don't, and I'm trying not to ramble, but it's the words I can't find. I just give my best opinion. I do say who to take your toys and whatnot here in Regina, at least to get folks feedback on, or to hear feedback from people in the antique world. But remember, if you're taking it to antique folks, take it with a grain of salt. Do not take it as law, just like eBay. Never take eBay or eBay as law, because it's not worth your while. It is such a roller coaster on prices. So, but yeah, thank you for watching, guys. I'll quit rambling. Have a wonderful day. See you soon. Bye for now.